I get tons of messages all the time from subscribers confessing deeply personal stories and secrets that not even their closest friends or family know. Today, I'm going to be reading them while I continue the endless task of trying to excavate and light up this massive cave system that I'm currently setting up my Minecraft base in. Let's dive into the first story. This subscriber wrote, "Am I completely ruined? I'm 19 and about to start community college. I was homeschooled all through high school, and as hard as it is to admit, I basically cheated my way through. I started by finding my dad's grading books, then found answers online, and eventually used ChatGPT for absolutely everything. I never opened a single book. My schoolwork wasn't even that hard, but I still couldn't bring myself to try. I did graduate because my parents never caught on, and then I took a gap year. But now, my general knowledge is absolutely fried. I barely even know basic multiplication tables over 6. No one knows I faked my way through school, and everyone expects me to excel. I need to take my college placement exams soon, and I know I'm not ready. I feel incredibly guilty because my dad worked his ass off to get me every learning material, and I ignored it all. I don't want to tell my family, but I'm terrified. Is there any way to fix this? I'm not going to lie, cheating your way through homeschool is kind of a wild concept. But honestly, if advanced AI came out when I was a student, I would absolutely be trying to use it on every single assignment. The temptation is just way too high. Look, I'm not a guidance counselor, but I think you have more options than you realize. For your situation, you should just talk to your parents and tell them you don't feel mentally prepared for the academic transition to college. You don't have to confess that you cheated on every quiz, but just explain that you feel a massive gap in your preparation. Maybe you can negotiate another gap year, study your ass off from the absolute basics, and come back ready. If you do push through now, you've got to completely lock in because higher education costs money. Alternatively, remember that college isn't for everyone. Trades are a great path. But either way, you need to get those math skills up. You'll be okay. Let's move on to some relationship and roommate advice from a millennial subscriber. I'm a 26-year-old female, and I've been single for almost 4 years. Lately, I've tried to put myself back out there, but dating apps are exhausting. Everyone on Tinder gives me the immediate ick or just wants a casual hookup. Meanwhile, my 2 closest friends are in loving relationships, and I am so sick of being the perpetual third wheel. To make it worse, I live with one of them, and her boyfriend basically lives in our tiny apartment. I'm around them 24/7, watching him do everything for her, and it's making me bitter. I don't know if I'm annoyed at their specific dynamic or if I'm just deeply jealous. I feel stuck because I'm always hanging out with them, but they don't want to do the activities I like, and I'm terrified of going out and doing things completely alone. Genuinely, a lot of people face this in their late 20s when friend groups shrink and couple off. My advice: stop hanging out with your roommates so much. Third wheeling has become a comfort zone that prevents you from meeting new people. Create some distance. My adult life got so much better when I joined actual social clubs. Go join a recreational sports league, like co-ed social volleyball or dodgeball. It forces you to interact with new faces in a zero-pressure environment. If the apps are draining you, delete them and focus on yourself for a while. All right, this next one is a bit of a journey. Lock in, everyone. This email sequence actually has a full conclusion. The subscriber titled it, "I think she's seeing someone else." I'm an 18-year-old guy, and I've been dating this girl who's 19 for the past 4 months. I thought everything was great, but recently she's been acting really distant. This past week, she's been finding last-minute excuses not to hang out. Tonight, we finally met up for dessert, but she seemed incredibly on edge. While we were watching a video on her phone, a notification popped up from a guy she's never mentioned before. It was a weird, overly affectionate nickname next to his name, not something you call a friend. I tried to make a joke about it, but she completely shut down. She's always been super protective of her phone password. I'm at the point where I think she got bored of my nerdy personality and found someone else. 2 days later, the subscriber sent an update. I found out she was cheating on me with her ex-boyfriend. I don't know what to do. I still love her and want to stay, but this hurts so much. She was crying a lot and says she wants me to trust her. Should I give her a second chance? Dude, honestly, if I were in your shoes, I wouldn't look back. For me, cheating is an absolute deal breaker because once that trust is broken, you can never fully get it back. But wait, there is a final update from a month later. I decided to give her a second chance. We talked it out, and she deeply regretted it. But she also expressed that I had been lacking in the relationship. I've been stressed preparing for a 2-year overseas work program, and unfortunately, I took my stress out on her by being irritable. We both agreed to work on our issues. She feels like the one, so I'm going to trust her again. Maybe I'm being an idiot, or maybe it will be the best choice of my life. Listen, it sounds like you caught her cheating and she somehow managed to flip the script and make it your fault. That is an elite level of gaslighting. If she had an issue with your stress, she should have communicated that, not used it as an excuse to go back to her ex moving forward. Just be incredibly cautious. Let's move to the next confession. My parents are swingers. I'm a teenager and I recently discovered my parents are in an open, swinging relationship. We are on a family vacation right now and I feel sick. I'm the oldest of 4 kids, so I have no one to talk to. I found out because I was using my dad's old iPad, and a message popped up from an encrypted group chat. It contained years of messages between them and other local couples exchanging photos and planning encounters. I am so disturbed and embarrassed. I can't even look at them the same way anymore. Wow, that is information absolutely no child should ever find out about their parents. It sounds like they have a safe, consenting relationship, so ethically there's no crime there. But their digital carelessness is incredibly irresponsible. You just have to remember that you are your own person and you aren't responsible for their private lives. To round things out, let's look at this Minecraft-based progress. I'm finally moving out of the cave to build this small modern house on a tiny mushroom island. I'm trying out some new texturing styles with mud and stone bricks. Thank you to everyone who sent in their stories, and a huge shout out to our channel members. As promised, if you join the membership program, your username gets placed on a permanent block on the Ore Obelisk, and I will never mind that specific block. It's permanent rage bait for the viewers who want to see it mined. Alright, I'm super behind on editing this video, so I've got to run. See ya.